Happy day 8, Floss Tube. It's day 8 of Flossmas, Vlogmas. And yeah, I did not finish day 7 stitching yesterday. Day 7 yesterday was a really full day, and it ended last night with our Evertote holiday get together. We had such a good time last night. We went to the movies. I'll put in a picture here of our crew. Almost 30 years ago, my husband started a small business here in London, Ontario, with his best friend, Peter, called Mac Outpost. Mac Outpost is still a small business here in London, but a few months back, my husband stepped back from that company and is now, as you know, he's following other pursuits. However, he and Peter are still very good friends, and of course he still helps Peter out. He does some bookkeeping, things like that for Peter's business. And so our two businesses are still quite close, Mac Outpost and Evertote. So last night we had a shared holiday party. We rented a local small older movie theater, the Highland Theatre here in London, Ontario, and we rented it just for our two businesses, and we watched the Polar Express last night at the Highland Theatre. It was so fun. It was so fun. So, you know, big empty theater with just our crew and Mac Outpost's people, and it was a lot of fun. It was really a lot of fun. So it was nice to have everybody together to sort of just have a bit of holiday cheer. So yeah, what that meant was that I didn't get home last night until was almost 9:45, and I still had only done the stitching in the very top band of yesterday's floss was poinsettia. It's not a beautiful red. I mean, it's just such a beautiful, beautiful red. So I did get the stitching done in the second band of yesterday's work, but I'll show you in a minute. You know what? It's time. Let's open day 8. Let's see what we've got in our day 8 package. Okay. So yeah, before I open up my package, you can just see I completed the stitching inside these little bell motifs. Aren't they pretty? Just love those flowers. Pink and red, that combo. I just love those colors together. So yeah, I finished this band and the work in this band. There's nothing in this one. We moved down here for day 7, and there's 2 borders that need to be stitched and 2 hearts. So those I have to do today. And let's figure out what is our task for day 8. Today's color is, ooh, it's called Third Place. Because what color is the medal when you win 3rd place? It's bronze. So we have a beautiful bronze color to add in to our day 8 stitching. And I'm going to, you know what, by the time this video goes up at 7 p.m., you'll all know what the motif is by now. We get to stitch some birds today, which, let's face it, I love stitching birds, and I know many of you do as well. So I think today's stitching is going to be a lot of fun. There are 4 birds. So like yesterday, it's a little bit stitch heavy today. I have a funny feeling that a few of you might be starting to fall a little bit behind, but that's why I wanted to show you as well today that I was also a little bit behind from yesterday. This is going to happen. December is a really busy month. So let me just give you a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. In the next couple of days, one of our days coming up has very little stitching comparatively. So, and it's almost the weekend. We're going to have a little bit of, hopefully a little bit of extra stitching time that we can fit in some of these extra stitches. So don't worry, we will catch up. Or you know what? We won't, and that's okay too. You know, there's going to be some time over the holidays at the end of this month that if, you know, things go off the rails and you don't manage to keep up on a day-to-day basis, this isn't going anywhere. I'm still going to be doing my videos every day. So if you've got any questions and you're falling a little bit behind, don't worry about leaving me a comment on an older video, or read through some of the comments that other people have left. Sometimes I've been trying to answer the questions in the comment sections below the videos, so maybe your question has already been answered. I'm always happy to help. So, all right, let's turn around because I want to share today's card with you. So I'm going to read you Jacob's card of the day. Christmas crackers and the inevitable terrible jokes that they contain are a tradition that I very much enjoy. As we envisioned this holiday countdown as a kind of a daily Christmas cracker with those little daily extras, we wouldn't do it justice without at least one terrible joke. You have been warned. So the joke is, question, what did Adam ask his wife on the day before Christmas? The answer is it Christmas Eve? And then I have to show you the image for today's card is two crickets. I remember I proofread this after Jacob had finished. We went through this a few times before we sent everything to the printer. And I remember the first time I read that, and everything was so well done. The little extras that Jacob included with his artwork, not his photography, excuse me, but his pictures that he used and the things that he found to collect to place in and amongst his charting of the design were just all really clever. So these little cards, they're going to be something that I keep just as mementos for this really fun thing that we've done this year. So anyway, let me see if I can come up with another terrible joke for you later today. I asked Nicholas if he would do one today, and he said no. So I think a few years ago he would have. He was much more willing to sort of, he's right at that age where he's not interested in doing it. But you know, Sarah has agreed to, well, we're gonna film something else. I don't want to give away what it is because it's kind of another day's sort of little Christmas cracker thing. So I'm not going to tell you what it is. But I did get Sarah, you know, quite happily to agree to be in a video. So it's funny, those stages that kids go through, right? Anyway, I told the family, you know, look, none of you have to be in any of these if you don't want to. It's of course your right and your choice. So don't worry, I'm not going to be forcing them to be entertainment. Anyway, all right. It's very early in the morning here. It's just after 8 o'clock in the morning. Mondays and Thursday mornings I get here early to the workshop because my son has band rehearsal first thing in the morning. He plays the bassoon, and so I have to drop him off at about 7 a.m. at the high school, and then I head into work after I drop him off. So I'm always here by at least very early, 7:15-ish, depending on if I stop for a Timmy's on the way. And so I'm always here nice and early on Mondays and Thursdays. So yeah, Luna and I have some work to do, and Carrie and I are gonna record a floss tube this morning. So lots of things to keep us busy today. So we'll see you in a little bit. Hey, Alan.
What, Caroline?
What do you call a factory that makes just okay products?
I don't know. What do you call a factory that makes just okay products?
A satisfactory. See? Gwyneth liked it. See? It was good. Happy day 8, everybody. More with Ellen and Gwyneth. No, not Gwyneth. Maybe Gwyneth?
Gwyneth. Sure.
Can I get Gwyneth on camera tomorrow?
Sure.
Okay. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night. Happy stitching.